So hello, good evening students, it's Gurpal Singh, your accountancy and economics teacher, and in this video today beta we are going to start chapter number 4 from NCERT book. So please open your NCERT books. Chapter number 4. As you know, in the previous chapter we have studied the concept related to firm production. Okay, now in this video we will study about the firm's concept, about the supply, about the firm's revenue and all. Okay, so the basic focus of this chapter is different. What is different in this? Here we ask how does a firm decide how much to produce. Our answer is this is by no means simple, uncontroversial. We base our answer on a critical, it's somewhat unreasonable. Some assumptions that firm behavior a firm we maintain is ruthless profit maximizer. Always every firm produces higher profit. Okay, so for earning profit the firms work more. Okay, so the amount that firm produces and sell in the market is that which maximizes its profit. So always firms produce more and more to earn profit. So here we have to assume that the firm sells whatever it produces. So simply if anyone asks how much firm produce, what is output, so whatever firm sell, that is the firm's output. Okay, simply you can think in your mind also ki why people start firms, enterprises, why everyone is willing to start a business, why people are willing to do jobs. Overall the answer is to earn revenue, to earn money. Okay, so the structural of this chapter is as follows. We first of all set up, examine in detail the profit maximization problem of a firm, why basically firms focus on profit maximization, as well as we will drive supply curve. Okay, so what the first step and examine in detail profit maximization problem of a firm. Then we drive firm supply. The supply curve shows the level of output that a firm chooses to produce at different market prices. Finally, we study how to aggregate supply of an individual firms and obtain market supply. So come to the point. Our first point is perfect competition, defining features. So in order to analyze the firm's profit maximization problem, we will study what are the factors. So perfect competition, simply I am telling you, is a market where the price of a commodity is defined by the market forces. What? Market forces, where the price of the commodity is defined by market forces. What? Market forces. Okay, then after that, next thing is that what? A perfectly competitive market has the following definite feature. Market consists of large number of buyers and sellers. Each firm produces and sells homogeneous product. Each firm of one firm cannot be differentiated product from any other. Means whatever item is selling in the market, that should be similar product. Product same होगा perfect competition market में, and the product is similar as well as there are a number of buyers of selling the same product. But what is the difference? They cannot charge different prices. They have to charge only single price, whatever decided by the firm. Okay, information is perfect. Every customer is knowing to the price of commodity. Okay, so here we can say the basic feature of perfect competition market is that in under perfect competition market, firms are price taker. On the other hand, price is set less than equal market price. Firm can sell as many units if we want to sell, but there is no kind of restriction in the firms to supply the product. Okay, so price taking is often thought to be a reasonable assumption when the market price taking often though to be a reasonable buyers and sellers under perfect competition. Likewise, if you are seeing a locality, and in the locality if you are purchasing a cold drink bottle, the price of cold drink bottle for 15 rupees AP will be similar at every shop. First, I am giving a first example of perfect competition market. There is no single seller of selling AP fees. There are number of buyers are selling, and they are charging same product. So that is the example of perfect competition market. So I am explaining again. Perfect competition is a market beta in which there are a number of sellers, but they are having a similar homogeneous product, and the price of product is similar as to others. Okay, so perfect competition is really a price taker firm Okay, it cannot make the price of the by themselves. Okay, so the next point is revenue. What is revenue? Whenever firms sell product, but by selling the product the firms get money. So whatever money firms collected, that is called revenue. So see in your book what is written here. Here it is written, beta, we have indicated that in perfectly competitive market a firm believe that it can sell as many units of good if you want selling price or equal to the market price, but if this case surely there is no reason set price lower than the market price. It is very clear in the market to get more customers we cannot reduce the price of product, you have to charge the price whatever is prevailing in the market, so there are less chances of loss. Okay, a firm earns revenue by selling the goods and services goods that it produces in the market. So again I'm telling you what is revenue. Revenue means money collected from the selling of output. So what is revenue? Revenue firms are, how firms earn revenue? Firms earn revenue by selling the good that it produces in the market. Okay, so let's take example. The boxes sold by a firm in the market are 0 1 2 3 4 5 and one box is of rupees 10. Cost of the one product is 10. So here 1 multiplied by 10, the revenue for first box was 10, 2 item for 20, 3 item were sold for 30. The total revenue of the firm will be after selling 5 boxes. You have to sum up all the item 5 4 90 20 20 40 150. So to total revenue of the firm will be 150. So the firm's revenue curve start from the origin and it goes upward as output sold more, the firms earn more revenue. Okay, and the next point is average revenue. Average revenue beta is termed as the revenue per unit of output. The formula of average revenue will be total revenue upon quantity, or you can say price into quantity upon quantity. Okay, so the average revenue curve of the firm will be horizontal to output. Okay, always you have to show output on x-axis whereas price on y-axis. Okay, so always price line is equals to average revenue. Okay, now the next point is marginal revenue. So additional revenue whichever is earned by the firm due to increase in total revenue for a unit increase in the firm's output, that will called marginal revenue. As we have studied the marginal utility deviation of additional utility, so same here the amount of additional utility increased to the revenue, that will called marginal revenue. So we can calculate marginal revenue by dividing change in total revenue upon change in quantity. Okay, so this formula is written here. So for more reference you can solve numericals also related to this, we will solve at the end of the video. Okay, so the next point is profit maximization. How firms maximize profit? A firm produces and sells certain amount of good, the firm's profit is denoted by pi always, and profit maximization is the difference between revenue minus cost. How you can calculate profit? But in 10th you have also studied profit is equals to total sales minus revenue cost. So here total sale will be treated as total revenue minus you have to subtract cost. Okay, so this is the basic most important objective of the firms. Okay, so there are the three cases. Condition one is that profit are different between total revenue and total cost. Both total revenue and total cost increase as output increases. So under condition one output will increase, so revenue will increase. Okay, if input will increase then output will also increase. Under second, when the profit maximizing output level is positive, means whenever the firm earn higher profit, okay, producing more more output, in that situation firm earn higher profit and earn more revenue. So that is why marginal cost is rectangular hyperbola, whereas average revenue curve is horizontal, what, horizontal to x-axis, or you can say to output. Okay, so now next condition third is that key profit maximization output level is positive, that the third condition has two parts. Okay, first one is short marginal cost, short average cost, average variable cost. So price must be greater than average or equal to average variable cost. Okay, so the formula of total revenue is equal to price into quantity. Okay, so the explanation of diagram is given, you can study from your book. Second case is that price must be greater than or equal to average cost in the long run. Okay, what price must be, this one, greater or equal than to the average cost. So this is average cost, okay, under the long run. And the third condition, the profit maximization problem, graphical representation. I think this is not in your syllabus this year, so till here you have to prepare notes and study from your book also. If any kind of problem you are facing, then you can contact me on WhatsApp group.